everyone, it's me Olivia. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are vlogging. Today is going to be a fun day. I am going downtown with my cousin and my sister. We're gonna go to Matcha, and because we are all matcha fiends, we thought, why not? We get out, we go downtown, we have some matcha. Sounds like a perfect day, to be honest. Although it is quite cold, even though it is spring in Canada or like Ontario where I'm from, for some reason it still feels like winter. It is super cold still. The weather has not gotten better. There was one good day in the past week, and that day I went fishing. I took advantage of the sunlight, and I took advantage of being on the water and it being warm and me being able to be out in a t-shirt, but we're right back to the cold. I've picked up a camera a lot during the past 7 months, but I have so many standards for myself when it comes to vlogging or it comes to making content, because I want to make it like aesthetic and I want to make it cozy, but that pressure that I've put on myself has made me stop making content like completely. And there are many reasons as to why I took a step back when it came to content creating. My mindset shift when it came to me just wanting to focus on myself. My studies was a very, very big one. But honestly, another reason was just because I tend to hold myself back because I have these unrealistic expectations for myself when it comes to content. I feel like, the content that I put out has to be great. It has to kind of appeal to many, many people. And another thing that I found when it came to content was everyone would say, find your niche, and stick to your niche and commit to it. I have ADHD. Finding a niche and sticking to a niche is very, very difficult for me, and remaining disciplined is very difficult for me as well, because I tend to, if I don't have a deadline, will just procrastinate. And so yes, I do have to be more disciplined in that regard. And so I think that I really just want to give in to my urges of wanting to create content again, but not holding myself to these standards. And I feel like I've said that many times before in the past, but it still remains true. I'm very much someone who picks something up and then puts it down to pick something else up. And I've always been someone who has had way too many hobbies, and I can never really get anything done. I've never been able to master something because I don't dedicate enough time to it, because I have so many things that I want to dedicate time to. But I think that I would love to create like a series, or I would love to just showcase my 20s and me mastering things. I really want to pick up Italian in my 20s and learn how to speak it fluently. I want to become a yoga instructor and really put time and effort into that. I really want to be able to build multiple income streams so that I can fund my lifestyle that I want, which is to live nomadically, at least for a couple of years in my 20s. But one thing that really does suck, I find, when it comes to having goals and dreams and all, these things that are in my head, is that a lot of it requires money. So to become a yoga instructor, it requires a good amount of money. To travel takes a lot of money, and then to build those income streams, you need some money, like a capital to build those income streams. And I think that I need to stop putting so many standards on myself, just because it is so unfair to my future self to let myself down because of my own self, if that makes sense. I've recently been reading this book called The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck. This is by Mark Manson. I've been highlighting. What this book has taught me so far is, well, I'm only a quarter of the way through, but what this book has taught me so far is that I just need to stop caring and only care about the things that matter. It's very much giving, don't care about what's outside of your circle of control and only care about what is in your circle of control. And I feel like one thing that is in my circle of things that I can control is how much I put on myself, how much stress I put on myself, the standards that I give myself, because that I can definitely control and that I will control. In my 20s, I have definitely found that there are many people that are already into their careers, that are already set in what they want to do for the rest of their lives. And I'm just not there yet. I think that I have so much that I want to see and so much that I want to do, so much that I want to capture, that I'm just not ready to throw away everything that I love for a career as of right now. And I saw a quote somewhere that said, there are 8 billion people on this earth. There's no way that everyone is on the same path at the same time. And I think that is so true. I feel like society tends to fit us into this like predetermined pathway where it's like you go to school, you go to university, and then you graduate, get a job, and then work till you die. And that has worked for many, many years. However, I just don't subscribe to that. And I have also said that in my last video, so I'm just like reiterating if you didn't watch the last video. Yeah, I don't subscribe to that lifestyle. I very much think that happiness should be priority, not money. And I don't think that money can buy happiness. But I think that when you're passionate about something, everything else just follows. I have a saying that I say, it's just you'll always figure it out. And I constantly say that. I'll always figure it out. You'll always figure it out. I think that if I just keep doing what I love and keep following what I love, then everything else will follow and I'll figure it out. And that's just hopefully what happens. And that's what I'm looking forward to, is everything working out. I've always loved content creating. I've been making videos since I was 4 years old. I would love, 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 love to build my platforms and just showcase and have like a time capsule, like a memory capsule of everything that I've done in my 20s. I don't want to shove cameras in my friends' faces, but I do want to capture these memories because I only live once and I want to, you know, experience things and I want to showcase what I've experienced. And yeah, so today is going to be a fun day. I'm going downtown, like I said, with my cousin and my sister. And yeah, it is currently 12:53. We are going out at, I think, 3:15. We're meeting up at my house and then we're going to the subway. And yeah, and then we're going to go downtown. So I'm going to vlog that. But yeah, that's just like a little catch up, I think, of what I've been dealing with in my brain. I do have a lot of standards for myself. I've always had high standards for myself. But I feel like I need to give myself more grace and just do it because I love to do it and not necessarily worry about quality or quantity and really just worry about if I'm satisfied because that is what matters and not give a fuck about what other people say or think. So, okay, I'll see you when it's time to choose my outfit for the day. I feel like I've been really into like big cardigans, sweaters. You get the gist? So today, I want to wear my super cute Cottage Cove cardigan. I actually thrifted this. So the brand is Cottage Cove. However, I could try and find it and put it in the description, but she was thrifted. She's super cute. Love her. And I usually wear her over like a regular white tee. This is from Uniqlo. This is a part of the Airism collection. It is the cropped Airism shirt. And then I think I'm just going to pair it with my Dreamers Club jeans. I have a shoelace on the back because I don't like belts, so I usually wear shoelaces with my jeans. They are, however, extremely long too, so I have to like safety pin them up. We're gonna put on the fit, and then we're gonna see how I feel with the fit on. This is the outfit. Oh! So I really love a baggy on baggy look, but also like if I get too hot, I can take this off because I have this underneath. The only like cooked thing is like, you see how tight I have to make my shoelace? It's gonna pull off the belt loops. These are just like really big on my waist, but anyway, I really like the baggy on baggy look, and it's cold, so it, you know, dual purpose. I don't really accessorize much. I feel like I should. My main accessory is my Apple Watch. I always have my Apple Watch on me. What should I bring as my bag today? That's a trick question. I know what bag I'm bringing. I recently bought this Kate Spade shoulder bag. Absolutely love her. Like, she is so cute. She goes with just about everything. Like, she eats down all the time. And I'm not going anywhere crazy, so I think I can get away with just having her. I always carry gum, hand sanitizer, chapstick, an extra perfume bottle. This one, oh, she came out. This one is from Kaoli. I love her so much. This is the Vanilla 28 scent. If you know, you know. Like, if you know, then you know. I even have the bigger one. I love the scent so much. I recently did pottery with a friend of mine, and I created this catch-all bowl for things that typically go in and out of my purse. So I always carry my perfume, chapstick, sanitizer, a reusable bag because you never know, and I always put tissues because you also, again, just never know. And the last two things that I carry are my portable charger, my ride or die, and my wallet. That all goes in my purse, and then we are good to go I think I'm gonna put dry shampoo in my hair because okay, let me give y'all a little story. So I do yoga and Pilates quite often, like anywhere between 3 to 5 times a week. And so I'm constantly washing my hair, and my hair has now been trained to need to oil itself. Like my scalp is just more oily, but before it was trained to where it wouldn't go oily for like days. Now it's like if I don't wash my hair for 2 days, my hair is oily. But I also find that when I straighten my hair gets oily really fast. I don't know why, but I'm gonna put some dry shampoo in this hair because I don't know what's going on. And then I always have like a hair tie or scrunchie on my wrist, and then that is the fit. And I'm gonna wear my black and white Sambas. My mom was blasting Queen in the background, and we don't want a copyright strike, so we're gonna do a voiceover for this. The dry shampoo that I use is this oil cut hair powder that I got from Daiso in Korea. I just put it on my hair. I just throw it anywhere that I can, on my middle part, on the side of my hair. I'll then flip over my hair and do the back of my neck too, because I feel like that might get a little oily. That's to show that there's actually powder coming off of that, but once I'm done, my hair, beautiful, looks dry. Okay, my cousin is here. We are going. Oh, she just texted me. Hello. Hi. Right. What? Right. She slowed down. She slowed down for a little. She went like this. Right. Are you okay? I'm fine. Slow down. I wasn't looking. Is it still recording? Okay. We're good. Sprigget.
Doors will open on the left.
Precise. They have the bar. Oh, matcha's right there. And then pots in here. Okay.
Sorry, I didn't know we were recording. Okay, this is Bella's.
I got the strawberry matcha.
I got the white chocolate pistachio matcha, sorry.
Right. And Bella, what'd you get?
Vanilla bean tonka matcha.
Okay, we all drinking? Ooh. Oh.
Oh, that's so good.
That's matcha.
Okay,
And then we all got
look at that.
this mini sando.
Right? I like it.
I got an A+ on my thesis. Y'all suck. Get into it. So we're gonna have that galbi to celebrate.
We're going to get the, what's it called?
That galbi?
The galbi to celebrate.
Yes. We are going to thrift, and then we're gonna walk to this Takalbi place. I made it so that we were walking, and now we're cold. Freezing. Walking to Kensington Market. Oh, there's another one right here. There's this one. There's this one.
Yeah.
Sure. Here you go.
We have time. We're here, right?
We have time to kill. Oh, these are like that. These are really nice. Okay. Oh wait, hold on, this eats. Hold on, wait.
That looks like the blue one that you have.
If anything's green, it will catch my eye.
It's weird.
I love good green. Are these chaps? They are. Assless chaps. It reminds me of James Charles. I think that's trying to be Snoopy. It's Snoopy.
Duh. Preach.
Right, exactly.
They
Wait,
know.
that kind of ate.
Oh, unis.
I love it. That's what I'm wearing. Exile victory. Right. Yay! We're going to get that Kalbi now. I'm so excited. Woohoo!
Are we famous? I think I don't want to be famous.
Famous?
I want to be TikTok famous. Yeah, sure. Let's do it like this trivia.
Right.
That is really good, Mom.
When I was in Korea, there was this Kalbi place. It was in the corner, and after they give you Yakult, like the little protein, like the little probiotic drink. I have a picture with the guy, like one of the servers there.
We're gonna pee. Maybe well, let's just wash our hands. It's not our money way up.
We are going home.
We're going home.
We're going home. Where am I going?
Oh shit.
We're at Spadina Station, which means we have to do the really long tunnel walk. The marathon? The marathon tunnel walk. The tunnel of doom. The tunnel of doom. Oh.
Safe farewell.
Okay, here.
Doors will open on the right.
Where are we going? Why did you do it? I was like, yeah, but like,
I am back home finally, and it is 8:30, so I'm gonna get into my pajamas, I'm gonna brush my teeth, wash my face, and probably just watch a show or read a book before I go to bed. Today was really fun. I love hanging out with my cousin and my sister. We always have a great time, and it's so nice to finally be able to go out after a bit, because with school and just life getting in the way, it's kind of hard to find time to hang out with people. But now that my sister and my cousin and I are all off of school, it is a lot easier to plan. So it was really nice going out and going to Kensington Market and going to Matcha Matcha and getting dakgalbi, because I haven't had that since I was in Korea. And Korean food is such a comfort food for me now, so it was really nice to try the one and only dakgalbi spot in Toronto. I do plan on making more content. I feel like I'm definitely going to have a content shift, just because I want it to feel more like me and less of a production. So there might be a lot more sit down talkative videos rather than some like videos of me going out, much less vlogs, more so me just like speaking into the camera or into a microphone, because that's typically what I like to watch on YouTube, and that's typically what brings me a lot of satisfaction, is just talking to a camera. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, please subscribe, follow along on my journey through my 20s, just through my life in general. I want to try and record as much as I can and capture moments that wouldn't otherwise be captured. I feel like these experiences that I have in life are so precious to me, and I just want to remember them all, because time, even though it isn't fleeting, feels like it is. And so I really would like to capture everything that I possibly can, even if it is just days like this where I'm going downtown. I definitely do want to record trips that I'm going on. I've recently started a travel TikTok, so if you guys want to check that out, you can. I'll put the username on the screen. I basically talk about me saving up to backpack Europe. That is a goal that I have for May of next year. I hope and I pray that it does happen because I would absolutely love to spend a month in Europe. I think that I should go back to the place that my ancestors are from and see Italy and see just anywhere that I possibly can in Europe in the short amount of time that I will be spending there. And so on that TikTok, I have been tracking my savings, I've been tracking my spending, and hopefully by the end of the year, I will have my goal. I will have reached my goal. And yeah, so follow along on that journey as well. You can follow me on my main TikTok as well. I don't really post as much on there anymore, but I do post pretty much daily on my travel TikTok. I tend to sort of these days stray away from social media just to keep myself in the present and not focus so much on the algorithm. But yeah, I do try and stay consistent on my travel TikTok account. There are many goals that I have for this lifetime, and I would much rather not get stuck in the maladaptive daydreaming, the avoidance loop that is the fear of starting. So I thought that I would just start it and see where it goes and commit to it as much as I can. I've found myself recently getting stuck in this avoidance loop where I have so many big dreams for myself and so many things that I want to pursue, but I will do absolutely nothing to even start to pursue them just because of the discomfort that I feel towards starting, which puts me in this loop of constantly avoiding what I want to pursue. It's an interesting psychological thing where your mind basically will stop you from starting something that's uncomfortable because it wants to save you the discomfort. It's almost looking out for you as if what you're planning on doing is a risk. And even though I have so many goals and they're not risks, my brain still sees them as risks because they're kind of uncomfortable and they're kind of stepping out of my comfort zone. But I want to break out of that, and I want to post more content, and I want to not care what I really post. I just want to post because I've always loved making content and I've always loved being in this environment of recording and sitting in front of a camera and just talking. And I feel like the things that I have to say aren't necessarily the most wise, but I am growing up. I am in my early 20s. I'm only 21, and I would love to document this and possibly even show my future kids my YouTube channel. I feel like it's a beautiful time capsule, and that's what I want to shift my content more towards, is less of a fabricated production of videos. Like, I want to make it more so a time capsule that I can look back on these memories and feel nostalgic. And I would love to showcase the mom lore to my kids through these videos, because I want to have kids one day and then be like, my mom was so cool. Like, there's videos of her in the Swiss Alps. There's videos of her in the Dolomites. There's videos of her in Banff. There's videos of her, doing random things across the world. And so I do want to make this more of a time capsule and less of a production. I keep saying that, but there's no other way for me to phrase it other than that. I know a lot of YouTubers, they're very much in their niche of, whatever they're doing, whether it's, booktube, whether it's finance, whether it's life lessons and all that jazz. For me, it is very hard for me to pick a niche. I've always been kind of all over the place, but I think now I'm inching more towards like budgeting and travel and just showcasing life in general, because that is something that I've always wanted to do, but I felt like I always had to fit into a box, and I felt like I've always had to choose a niche, because if I don't choose a niche, yes?
I was just gonna say that when my friend called me and I showed you, she's like, oh my god, was that your sister? I said, yeah. She's like, you guys are twins.
Every time I feel like I pick a niche, it's never the right niche for me. And I don't know, it's so interesting because I have watched so many videos of how to be a successful YouTuber or how to make it big on YouTube, and I feel like there's no secret formula, and I feel like there's no recipe on how to be good other than commitment and consistency. And a lot of people, one of the first things that they say in these videos is you have to choose a niche, but I've never been a niche kind of person. Like, I always branch out and I try so many different things. I never master one thing, but I definitely try and put my eggs in every basket just because that's the kind of person that I am. It could be an ADHD thing, who knows, but that is not me. I can't really pick a niche. Sometimes I'll be into crocheting. I'll be into skincare. I'll be into reading books. I'll be into listening to a certain kind of music and changing it the next day. Like, I'm just not a niche person. I don't do well when it comes to niches because I have so many things that I want to do. That's one of the reasons why I couldn't really stick to lifestyle content, was because I always wanted to flip-flop between lifestyle and life lessons and travel and all of these different things. So I think instead of sticking to a niche, I'm just going to do what I want to do, and I'm going to just post whatever I want to post that satisfies me. And I feel like I've had this discussion so many times on this YouTube channel, but then I always got into the loop of feeling like I couldn't actually stray away from that niche, because then people don't know what they're watching you for. But I feel like authenticity comes through regardless of the niche and regardless of the kind of video. So hopefully my authenticity keeps people around. But yeah, I'm just going to post a time capsule, maybe make some, I don't know, cinematic videos. Who knows? But yeah, so that is my end of video discussion, just to recap my mindset after a long day. But I really appreciate you guys watching this video and sticking around. We are almost at 600 subscribers, which is super, super fun. I want to record more, like I said, and that is that, I believe. So again, thanks for watching. Subscribe, like, comment down below what kind of videos you'd like to see. Comment down below if you live in Toronto, like what's your favorite restaurant that you've been to in Toronto. And I'll see you in the next vlog. Bye everyone.